Homo Universalis video number 2, Linguistics Morphology Part 1, History of Ancient Greek and Latin, Introduction to Anglicized Greco-Latin. Huge thanks to the channel Professor Dave Explains for inspiring this video. Latin is one of the oldest languages which has descended to us from classical antiquity, a period of time from the 8th to 5th centuries BCE in which Greek and Roman cultures prospered. Latin descends to us from ancient Italic languages. Moreover, it is influenced by other antique languages, such as Etruscan, which was used by the ancient Etruscans in central and northern Italy. Ancient Greek, used by the Greeks in Peloponnesus, the Balkans, and areas such as Asia Minor. Finally, the Phoenician language, used by the Phoenicians in areas ranging from Phoenicia itself, modern-day Lebanon, and in Carthage, modern-day Tunisia. The word Latin is derived from the word Latium, the name of a region centered around the Tiber River, the Roman cradle flowing through the city of Rome itself. Whilst English is derived from the languages of Germanic tribes, it is highly influenced by classical Latin as well as ancient Greek. Latin is considered to be one of the most classical languages. Hence, its use is found in a diverse range of fields, such as being used in famous literary works, science, including taxonomy and binomial nomenclature, and medicine and anatomy, such as in muscle nomenclature. For instance, the largest muscle in the human body, the gluteus maximus, means largest of the buttock in Latin. These formal, respected uses of classical Latin are different from vulgar Latin, used by the common Roman people in graffiti, conversation, and etc. A famous literary masterpiece written in classical Latin is the Commentary de Bello Gallico by Julius Caesar. In it, the Roman general comments on his infamous campaign in Gaul, modern-day France, and his defeat of the Gallic chieftain Vercingetorix. This work is so renowned in the modern world that it is still taught in military schools to this day. The Greek language, which greatly influenced Latin, is descendant of ancient Macedonian, a language spoken in the northern part of Greece. Ancient Greek is considered to be one of the oldest Indo-European languages, meaning that it spread throughout Eurasia. In fact, this can be seen when Cleopatra and Mark Antony were planning their escape from Egypt, as they were planning to navigate the Indian Ocean to a Greek region of the Indian subcontinent. Greek is an extremely widespread language, although it is mostly spoken in the Balkans as well as Asia Minor. Like Latin, Greek has exerted a great influence on linguistics, mathematics, and science. The different classes of radiation, for instance, are called alpha, beta, and gamma, the first 3 letters of the Greek alphabet, while in trigonometry, the angles of a triangle are also called alpha, beta, and gamma. Let's take a look at a map of Europe to understand where all these languages came from. On the northern part of Greece, we can see ancient Macedonian, one of the oldest languages on this map. Ancient Greek, on the southern part of Greece, in Peloponnesus, is a direct descendant of ancient Macedonian. This, along with Phoenician in modern-day Lebanon and Etruscan in central and northern Italy, influenced Latin, which originated in the Latium region around the banks of the Tiber River. English originated in Great Britain from the languages of Germanic tribes. However, it was greatly influenced by both Greek and Latin. Here's a basic map of the English language. The abbreviation INF means influenced, while DSC means descendant. Now let's take a look at Anglicized Graco-Latin. Anglicized Greco-Latin is a series of words which I have developed, which combine both Greek and Latin words. Anglicized Greco-Latin includes alphabetical symbols like ash and combines the Greek and Latin alphabets together. Let's take a look at an example. The word factum is derived from the Latin word factura, meaning by hand. Thus, the word factum would mean something hand manufactured. The beauty of Anglicized Greco-Latin is that it allows us to add prefixes to any base words to give it a whole new definition. Let's add the prefix ars, derived from the Latin word ars, meaning art, to factum. We get the word ars factum. Now, ars factum would mean a handcrafted thing which is used for artistic purposes. Now, we've derived a whole new base word, ars factum. We can add other prefixes to this word to give it new definitions. Let's add the prefix antho, derived from the Greek word antho, meaning flower. Now, the word antho-ars factum would mean a handcrafted paint, which is used for artistic purposes. Now, instead of adding the prefix antho, meaning flower, let's add the prefix dendro, derived from the Greek word for tree. Dendro-ars factum would mean a wooden tool used for artistic purposes. Finally, to show how diverse Anglicized Greco-Latin is, let's add the prefix metallum, the Latin word for metal. Metallum-ars factum would mean a handcrafted metal tool which is used for artistic purposes. Let's remove the prefix ars from ars factum to get our original word factum. Moreover, let's add a prefix to it. I'll choose the aforementioned metallum, Latin for metal. Hitherto, metallum factum means a handmade metal tool used for purposes which do not have to be artistic. This allows us to change the definitions of words by adding or removing any root words without affecting other roots. In contrast, let's remove the root word factum to get the root ars, meaning art, and add a prefix to it. Again, I'll choose the prefix metallum. Therefore, metallum ars would mean art made from metal, such as a bronze sculpture. This artwork does not necessarily have to be handmade, such as a bronze sculpture reproduced on a massive scale. The possibilities of Anglicized Greco-Latin are endless. Languages are diverse, vast, and very interesting. They will continue to evolve, and the job of a human is to evolve with them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Home Universalis and like this video. As preparations for my large Roman history series commence, I will continue posting videos in mathematics, science, and linguistics. Fiat lux.